Alright, well, I don't know who's here and who's not here, but, we are live, friends. And yeah, that's me. Whoops, hang on. Yes, I'm watching my own live. Oops. Reason for that is because I wanted to see if anyone else was joining, and for some reason I can't figure that shit out on my own, on the PlayStation? I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, I am right now playing on the PlayStation 4. Back at my low-level character that I created just for these live streams. I don't think anything has changed. Oh, you know what? Yes, I did do a quest or two since the last live stream. Just to kind of get it out of the way, because in order to really do stuff, you kind of have to get those quests out of the way. Let's see which ones I did were... First Contact, we did that. Reclamation Day, Second Helpings, Wayward Souls. Essentially, I did the First Contact with the responders, I believe is what it was. And then Final Departure, listening to the Morgantown Overseer's Log. So I went to the Morgantown airport, I did all of that. I honestly haven't done that much since last time. So the point of me playing today really is for me to figure out what the heck I'm going to do in terms of writing this paper for my graduate class. My graduate level class, the class's name, shoot, now I can't remember the name of it, oops. But essentially, it is Folklore and Legends in Interactive and New Media. No, that's a lot, right? It's actually super interesting. It's over now, like, I have to write this paper and then it'll be finite. But after that, you know, I feel like not all of my classes are going to be nearly as interesting as this one was. So, I am over encumbered. That's extremely annoying. Oh, that explains why. I have a lot of stuff that I need to get rid of. Cool. I need to find a workbench is what I need. So, back to what I was saying. The problem with this is the prompt for the final paper, almost, if I could read it to you, it almost says, anything you want. And I was like, oh, crap, that's a lot. Like, when it's super broad like that, for some reason, it's almost harder for me to really figure out what the heck to write about. Hello? Hello? Oh, poop. So, I was thinking about it, and I was kind of looking at what options she kind of gives us. So, one of the options was submitting a paper based around the things that we talked about in class. And you have to submit it to a conference or to be published. Even if it doesn't get accepted or published, that's okay. You just have to submit it, essentially. So I was thinking about submitting it to Game Environments, which is a conference that's held in... actually, it's in Berlin every year, in Germany, at one of their institutions. I can't remember the exact name of their institution right off the top of my head right now, but they're looking for book reviews, game reviews, papers about interactive new media, and the like. And I was like, I could literally just write a game review and somehow tie in pieces of folklore or urban legends that the game uses into it. It only has to be 1,000 words. I know that's not that bad. I'll probably write a little bit longer and then condense it for the actual submission. Just to get my ducks in a row. I wrote a paper, actually, earlier, in class. Shoot. Oh, no big deal. Okay, we're good. I'm out of stamina. Help. Alright, so anyways, I wrote a paper for this class earlier that the prompt had to do with talking about mythology or folklore from another culture and how it's presented in a video game of your review, and comparing and contrasting it with another game. So I actually had a hard time with this one too, but I got a great grade on it, and I ended up really enjoying it. And I compared and contrasted the uses of the Native American legend of the Wendigo in this game, Fallout 76, versus Until Dawn. So for those of you who've not played Until Dawn, it is a... I don't even want to call it... It's not a role-playing game. It is kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure video game, a horror video game for sure, based around the idea of the butterfly effect, meaning like if you choose one thing, it can change the course of action for something later down the road that you're not really aware of yet. So you go through this story, and there's multiple endings, multiple possible outcomes, multiple things you can choose to do. You do not create your own characters, so you're not in like a sandbox mode or anything, kind of like this would be. Very, very different from this game, right? It has a very cinematic feel to it. And in it, I don't want to like give too much away if you haven't played it yet and you plan to, but it did come out many years ago for the PS4, so I would hope you've played it by now if you're interested in it. But the main storyline is some friends come back to a cabin in the woods that one of their friends' families owns on the anniversary of one of their friends' disappearances in those same woods. And when they do this, they inadvertently unleash, a night of horror upon themselves because they're being stalked and hunted, and you're not sure who's the killer, you're not sure what's the killer, you're not sure which part is real, which part's not. There's lots of multiple things happening at the same time, but one of the things is that they play a lot on the Native American Algonquin legend of the Wendigo. And the Wendigo is a creature, in many cases it was formerly a human and it has become this cannibalistic humanoid figure. Sometimes it's also considered like the embodiment of winter and starvation, where if you give in to your most primal evil urges and greed and gluttony, you will become this creature, because it is a curse to feed upon your own people, especially in a greedy manner, amidst starvation and winter. So this character is some kind of legend that I had before never seen in any video games. The only reason I knew about the Wendigo was actually from the TV show Supernatural. In that TV show, they actually in like either the second or third episode, they feature a Wendigo. Ooh, he's too far away. I'm not going to bother with him. They feature a Wendigo, and that's the first time I ever heard about it. That was like in 2004, 2005. So when Until Dawn came out and it featured Wendigos, I was like, no way! Like, I didn't think anyone even knew what Wendigos were, and honestly, not a lot of people do. Because it's not a common legend or mythical creature in most modern media that we see. But they do feature it in this game and in Until Dawn, so I compared and contrasted the difference between the Wendigo in Fallout 76 and the Wendigo in Until Dawn, as well as how much Native American folklore and tribal customs and just overall theming and Easter eggs they plugged into each game. And honestly, this game has very little to do with the actual tribe, culture, anything about it. It really just talks about the Wendigo as if it was strictly a Native American thing from West Virginia only. They don't even mention the fact that it's from a Algonquin legend as far as I'm concerned either. I'll have to double check that. So today we're actually going to try to... Why can I not go to my camp? Are there things around me? there are naughty things around. Oh shit, yeah there are. That scared the hell out of me. Holy shit. Oh, be still my heart. Okay. My god, okay. Whew. That really did. Oh god, there's another one. Where is he at? Where he at? Where he at though? I don't want to be scared shitless again. Okay. You know what? So we're going to try to find, oh, I'm over encumbered, that's why. Ya dummy. So we're going to try to find some, in-game lore about the Wendigo today, in order to kind of play off a little bit more of that angle of things, because the whole thing is I think I want to write a game review about Fallout 76, and it's not going to be based just on the Wendigo, but on a couple other things as well. Obviously it's a game review, so it's going to talk about everything about the game, but I do have to somehow incorporate either some type of lore or legend or myth that the game plays on. So I was also thinking maybe the Flatwoods Monster, or the Grafton Monster, or some type of... I could talk about the fact that there's like cryptid hunting, which cryptids in a way are legends, right? They're not necessarily religious customs or, you know, mythology in that way, but they are myths and they're legends, so I was thinking about doing something like that, like talking about the inclusion of cryptid hunting in here, because I think that would be pretty cool, and then I would hopefully get a good grade in the end, because I did what I was supposed to do. So, also shots of this game while we are playing, because I need to include some photos for the paper, and it has to be my own copyright, so we were like, alright, well, can't take someone else's screen caps, I have to make my own. And that's very simple, very easy, so we're going to do that as well today. So, on that note, on this paper I also intend to talk about how this game originally had a terrible reviews in the beginning. It was very mixed, but for the most part, people did not like this game. And I talked about that a little bit in my last live stream, why people did not like this game specifically. God, I need to get rid of some stuff. I need to get rid of some stuff. Why can't I use this? Level 15, that's why. Stupid. Oh my god, this hoe! Get... That's what I thought. Gosh. Alright, whatever, we'll drop that. What else can we drop? Drink some water. Take a rat away, I guess. We are still over encumbered. We gotta get rid of some junk, clearly. Clearly. So if you have any ideas on a game that I should do a review on other than this game, drop it down into the comments. Obviously, I would love to know what you guys think. Love to know if there's any ideas that you all have or things that you may have done yourselves. I still am over encumbered. I'm just gonna have to find a workbench. I can't drop all this stuff because I'm trying to gather raw materials to build a bigger shelter. I spent pretty much the whole day not doing anything today when I should have been writing this paper. I only pretty much just looked up the prompt and what you need to hit for the game conference submission in order for it to be considered. And then I pretty much just sat on my butt and thought about it all day, which is, if you know me, that's kind of like my process. Like, I wait until the last minute to do this kind of stuff. And then once the last minute has hit, what do? I literally... Sorry, I'm just laughing at myself. I literally just think about it for like a day or two. Because I can't just like sit there on the computer and like type away. Like, I have to think about it pretty intensely first. What the heck? That was weird. I'm gonna clip through the floor or something. Who knows? And yes, it is due Monday night, and today is Sunday night, so I'm gonna have to do it all day tomorrow. And that's okay, because I work best when I procrastinate, because there's like pressure there, and I have to do it. And yeah, I get a little stressed out and flustered, and it works to my advantage, surprisingly. So don't judge me. I think the only time I haven't done this is one time when I think I was in undergrad, and it was one of my last classes before I graduated, and I had to turn in a 15-page paper. And looking back on it, it was double-spaced, so that doesn't seem that bad, because now I have to write single-spaced papers in graduate school, and that's so much worse. But then when you get to do it and you get used to it, it's not that bad. You're just so used to double-spaced in high school and college that single-spaced seems like daunting, but it's not. So I had this 15-page double-spaced paper that I had to turn in on ethics in communication, I believe it was. And I started to work on that like 5 weeks before it was due. I was so proud of myself that I actually finished it like 2 weeks before the due date. And that is the only time in my entire schooling life that I have worked on a paper more than 3 days in advance. So that's just how I do it, boo. I don't know where I'm going. I really need to figure this crap out. Okay, I'm headed somewhat towards the direction of my house. Perfect. I need to find a workbench. Take some buff out. Maybe that'll help. Ooh, let's see if I have buff out, and then I can maybe fast travel. If it's enough. It might not be enough. Shoot. Shoot! Drink some water. I don't know, man. You know what? Once we get poppin', and by poppin' I mean actually doing something other than fucking walking, and it's not as boring, then maybe I'll get some more people watching. Because right now it's just myself, I believe, watching myself play. And that's fine, honestly. Like, if y'all start this after I'm live, still, drop something in the comments so I can see. Would love to see it. In fact, I'm going to chat publicly to myself right now. Just for fun. Yo, Kate. What up? Ugh, that's funny. Hey, there's 2 people watching right now. Oh, and now there's 1. Somebody left. How dare you? How dare you leave me like this? Who do you think you are? Alright, so friends, if you have just joined, I would love to talk to you about what the point of this video is. I'm trying to... Oh god, that guy scared me. I'm trying to figure out what to write for my paper for my graduate level class. My graduate class is actually... I can't remember the exact name of it right now for some reason, but it basically has to do with mythology and folklore in interactive and new media. And interactive and new media literally just means video games, pretty much. Like, what other interactive new media is there? I guess you could say Reels and TikToks, maybe? But that's getting... I don't know. That's getting to, like, a weird... I'm about to go in a circle. That's getting to, like, another level where it's less interactive. I don't know. I guess it counts. Anyway, enough about TikToks. So I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, what I'm gonna write about... It's such a broad prompt. Like, literally, she pretty much wrote in the prompt, do whatever you want. I was like, what? Like, how am I supposed to do anything with that prompt? Like, I have no idea what to do. So, I sat for a while today and I thought about it. Essentially, we are supposed to do this and... Yo, what up, man? I see you... JBO407. I'm not sure who you are. If you want to tell me who you are, please put your name in the put your name in the comments if you're open to that. Otherwise, what's up, man? So I was thinking about it. I was like, all right. So we are supposed to be submitting this to like a conference, so we can have a conference paper submission. Hopefully, get it published, if anything, or be invited to the conference if we get it approved. And there is a conference called Game Environments in Berlin, Germany. at one of their universities there, where they are calling for submissions for game reviews. So I was like, you know what, I could do a game review, but I have to make it somewhat relevant to games that have recently come out. And your girl does not have a PS5 yet, and I do not want to make a game review about the Spider-Man game. Because honestly, that's like one of the most recent games, right? At least, I don't know. Okay, listen. I am not like a game nerd in the sense where I know every single game that's come out and I'm always on top of my game and I'm purchasing stuff left and right. Like, I really play a lot of the same games over and over and over. Like, I've been playing Fallout 4 over and over again since it came out because I love it that much. Don't judge me, okay? I loved the build feature in it. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. So when I was thinking about what to do a game review for, I was like, well, I could do Fallout 76. Like, I mentioned it in a previous paper that I wrote that I was talking about earlier, where I compared and contrasted a couple things, including the Wendigo legend from, you know, the Wendigo creatures in this game versus the Wendigo creatures in Until Dawn. So I don't want to like necessarily talk about that this time. That's what I talked about last time. But I have to talk about some type of folklore or mythology in my paper. And it can be a game review, but I also have to talk about that. So I was thinking, hey, what if I talk about the fact that you do you have all these quests where you can like hunt cryptids and you find out information about cryptids, including what is it, sheep squatch? The Flatwoods monster, the Grafton monster, obviously the Wendigo. Like, okay, Jabori, my man. Oh god, man, it's good to hear your name. Oh man, I've missed you. How have you been, man? Yes. Man, I know this is really silly to say, but man, I have missed your smile. Jabori just commented, hey, it's Jabori from Starbucks, by the way. I have missed your smile, man. How are you? Are you still working, shoot, what were you doing when you left Starbucks? Now I can't remember. Like, I can see it in my head, but I can't remember what specifically you were doing. Are you still there? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. It's gonna be so embarrassing. I'm not used to this low-level character. Alright, you know what? We're gonna yeet ourselves out of here. Alright. And I'm still over-encumbered. You know what? I need to come back here because I literally need to find a freaking workbench, for God's sake. Okay, so I was thinking about talking about how this game used to suck, and now with the updates, it's better. And I talked a little bit about the updates in my last live stream, but I think the most important thing I need to focus on is the storyline. Yes, I know that there's less lore in this game than there is in, say, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Grenade. But if I can talk about the lore in regards to the cryptid hunting and all the cryptids they include in this game, I think I'll be able to at least get a good grade in the class. And then if I want to switch up anything, I can change some of the things I talk about in the paper for the submission to the conference. Westgate. Westgate as in the hotel. Are they open right now during the pandemic, Jabori? Assassin's Creed. You know, I have never played that game. I know, that's like really sad for me to say. But like, it's just not a game that I've ever gotten into. Like, I think I would enjoy Black Sails, because I love pirates. But instead of Assassin's Creed, I was more into Uncharted, which is very similar feel, right? Oh my god, I'm literally gonna die. This is embarrassing. These fucks. Alright, you know what? They're only level 7. Why are they destroying my ass right now? I just want a freaking workbench. Okay.
I'm going to look over here now. beastly nuisance. That's done.
Workbench. 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 Workbench? Workbench? Oh my god. I literally am so sick of being over-encumbered. Business as usual at Westgate. Wow, that's good. My roommate actually used to work at... Shit. I don't think it was Westgate. I believe she worked, I don't know. She was a restaurant manager in one of the hotels on iDrive. And they obviously furloughed them. Oh shit, I probably should not have come in here. I just want a workbench! Why is that so hard? Eventually, like, you know, me and her were pretty much out of work for at least 3 months there. From March to June. So, she now works from home, which is actually paying her better than it was at her old job. Oh my god. You know what? I just fucking give up. I can't freaking figure out how to... This is making me really mad, dude. Get rid of my glass shards and my... I don't know. What else? My steel. Alright. Thank God. That was so annoying. Now we can finally go to our house. Wherever our house is. Okay. Cool. Alright, so, once I get to my house and I make some workbenches, watch me not have enough steel to make the workbenches. I'm gonna laugh so hard. Once we do that, we will go on our way to looking up some lore for cryptids. Which, really, I probably should have started my stream with my older character that's level 150 instead, because I feel like this would have been a lot easier, but... Research. It's fine. It's research. We love research. Yeah, who has played the PS5 yet? Like, I am waiting, obviously, because it's expensive, but I'm also waiting for some of the bugs to get worked out. Let me know your thoughts on the PS5. Has anyone played the Fallout 76 on the PS5? And also, I would super like to know, and this is the most important thing to me, do you enjoy the change in character design for Peter Parker in the Spider-Man for the PS5? Because I saw the pictures and I was like, this is weird. Like, what is the point? What is the point? Like, why change him to look like fucking Tom... whatever his name is.
Damn, no props.
You can tell I'm not a super Marvel fan. Like, I'm a Tobey Maguire girl. And the Spider-Man game, I only enjoyed because it reminded me so much of Spider-Man 2 that came out on the Xbox, and that was like my lit jam for the longest time. So, how do you feel about the character redesign, and how is the PS5 as a whole? Thank you, Jabori, for luck on the paper. Obviously, you don't have to stay with me this whole time on my live, but I thank you for joining me for this time. It's very, very sweet of you. Where the hell did my house go? There it is. Alright. I know. This little shanty is like the worst fucking house I could have made. But it'll do for now. Alright. Let's make a workbench, shall we? Did I pass the workbenches? Yeah, I did, because I'm dumb. Here we go. Ah, much better. Cool. Cool. So, what we're going to do is we're going to hopefully repair some of our shit. Once we're repaired our shit, we go into this. I'm going to talk a little bit out loud about, like, alright, what should I... Shoot. What do I need? Aluminum, of course. It's always fucking aluminum. I'm going to talk about what kind of things I need to specifically think about in terms of how to write the game review. It's not supposed to be like a gigantic thing. Most game reviews are usually 1,000 words, which is not that much. That's like nothing. Like, I had to write a fan fiction for this class, which was the worst, by the way. And the fan fiction was literally like 3,000 words alone. Like, so, based on that alone, this should not be that hard, I should say. I almost said that easy. You know what? In a way, it's not that easy, because there's so much to talk about with this game. Like, it's not just a game. Like, it's constantly being updated. It has the massive multiplayer function, which everyone seems to hate. But really, if you step back and don't look at it as a Fallout franchise game, and you look at it as a massively multiplayer game with Fallout elements... Sorry, I can't talk. It's much better in that way. And honestly, I think that the best thing that they can do as Bethesda right now is continue to equally put in effort to care about this game as they do their other projects. Because originally it felt kind of like they put it out, here you go, everyone have fun, and then they didn't care about it. And then they realized how shitty it was, that there was like almost nothing to do, there was no lore, and that's what the people want, you know? Fallout players don't care about just blowing shit up, you know? That's not who we are. That's like Call of Duty characters, like... So... And I talked about this last stream, but like, the people who play this game are great, like... For the most part. You don't see a lot of griefing, you don't see a lot of people harassing people, or people being weird, or PvP players killing non-PvP players. Like, you don't see that, because people pretty much leave you the hell alone and respect your space, which I personally love. But this game, originally, when it was built, was almost designed for people to be assholes. Like, I don't know, I just feel like they made it with assholes in mind, which sounds really silly, but that's also me presuming and projecting, so, I need aluminum. I need aluminium. And then in a second I'm going to go on my phone real quick and see what we can conjure up for our cryptid search, because I don't wanna focus too much on the Wendigo this time around. Like I said earlier, we were going to look at the Wendigos, but you know what? I kind of already talked about that. So let's see, cryptids in Fallout 76. Like I said, the Flatwoods Monster. What the fuck are bone aliens? Oh, the Mothman! Oh my god! I can't believe I almost forgot the fucking Mothman! Here I am talking about the fucking Grafton Monster the whole time. Completely glossing over the biggest cryptid featured in this game other than the Wendigo, which is the Mothman. Wow. Wow. If Jake was on here right now, he would have been so upset with me. He would have been like, hello, the Mothman. I literally bought you a sweatshirt with the Mothman on it. How could you forget? Alright, Cool. So, we'll start there then, shall we? I was gonna start with, you know, something else, like Sheep Squatch, but you know what? Sheep Squatch, I can't kill that thing right now, so we're gonna talk about the Mothman. Yes. Okay, so, according to the fandom Fallout Wikipedia, prior to the Great War, the Mothman was a mythical creature in local Appalachian folklore. Hey, there's that word! Folklore! That's what we need. The Mothman was described as a terrifying half-man, half-moth hybrid that stalked the area around the town of Point Pleasant. The story of Mothman was sensational enough to create a wide following ranging from cryptid hobbyists to aggressive conspiracy theorists, hell-bent on uncovering the deeper mystery of the creature. The Mothman's legend led to a number of tourist attractions in Point Pleasant, such as Mothman Museum. Stories and popular fiction were sold as novelty holotape recordings. We know about that. Ultimately, the interest in the Mothman was generally unserious and not seen as worthy of genuine scientific inquiry by the scientific community. While the legend of the Mothman was seen as simple folk tale, there that word is again. Excuse me? Was there another one? No. He just decided to talk while he was dead? Weird. He might have aluminum on him. Hang on. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, we are dropping some frames. I don't know if you can tell that, but I can. While the legend of the Mothman was seen as a simple folktale, the clandestine following of the creature emerged in secret. The mysterious cult of the Mothman, its followers, fervent in their worship of the Mothman as a divine being, practiced numerous rituals and established numerous hidden shrines that can be found all over post-war Appalachia. As the nuclear holocaust loomed on the horizon, the cult attempted to summon the creature to benefit from its cosmic wisdom and earn protection from the nuclear fire soon to rain the skies. Hang on. Oh my god. I do that a lot where I almost accidentally place my camp somewhere because I pressed the wrong button. And I'm like, no! I don't want to do that. Alright, the summoning was complete on October 22nd, 2077, and visible to just one of their number, Brother Charles, who immediately shared the wisdom he received, speaking of floods to come on the following day. The faithful took it as a signal to gather on the rooftops to avoid destruction and give praise to Mothman. Yikes. Okay, so based on that, which I don't remember reading about in this actual game,
This weather makes
but based on that, wouldn't the entire cult be dead if they all went to the rooftops to avoid the quote-unquote flood on the day that the bombs fell? Because wouldn't they be incinerated? Or at least engulfed in fucking radiation, right? I don't know, dude. I do not be knowing. Do you know what I'm saying, though? Like, okay, whatever. That's a little silly for me. I mean, they were right. There was a flood of radiation, not of water. It came from the sky, not from the earth. Yes, yes, I hear you. I don't want the book. I wanted the pencil. Thank you. I need aluminum! You guys, I am really tempted to stop the live stream and reload it with my old character. You know what? How bad would it be? Yeah, we're gonna do it. Alright. We're gonna do it, dude. You know what? I think I can actually just quit from here. And then you guys can still watch. Yeah, I think that's gonna work out. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Character. Perfect. Alright, now we wait for it to load. If you have joined my live session, please do not hesitate to say, yo, what's up, Kate? If you're joining right now, essentially, I am doing just a little bit of brainstorming slash research on this paper that I have to write for my class. My graduate level class that has to do with folklore and mythology in interactive and new media. And like I said earlier, interactive and new media basically means video games. That's one of the main things. So, and you know what I was thinking about the other day? Another type of interactive media would be, like I said, TikToks and Reels on Instagram, right? And you know what? Something else came to my mind and I just fucking forgot it. But I'm trying to think of what it was. You know, it'll come to me, because it came to me earlier. So what we're going to do is we're going to run to our house, kind of like we did earlier. Wait for it to load. This is my house. I worked very hard on it, as you can see. It's very spooky. Gotta turn on my smoke machine. Cool. We're going to repair our armor, and then we're going to go and look at all the cryptid stuff that I need to look at. Okay. And I so very appreciate if you comment in the comment section and say yo, say hey, what's up? Even if you're watching this later, go ahead. Give me a shout. I need steel? Are you kidding me? This is the same crap that I had to deal with earlier. You know what?
I was just thinking about you.
We're gonna... Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go for it. Alright, so... We were talking about folklore and all that stuff, so let's get some great shots of Point Pleasant, because I think that would be so great for my paper submission, is if I had shots of folklore in Point Pleasant. Pictures of maybe the Mothman statue. Alright. Oh, you know what? I did hear something interesting about the PS5, though, because my best friend Jake got the PS5. He pre-ordered it like a smart cookie. And he said that there's, like, no load screens because it takes, like, 2 seconds to load in. And that's great. But at the same time, it's like, aw, I kind of like load screens. So, I don't know. Not, like, excessively long load screens, but, like, I like to read, like, tidbits, if that makes sense. Like if the load screens are interactive, or if they have something that you can read while you're waiting, like I like that. But the point of load screens isn't for that. It's to load in something. And they just added that stuff so it wasn't as boring. So like, you know, win-lose. Win-win, I should say. Alright, so while we're here, let's look for some steel. Find a workbench. Gotta go this way, I guess. So the cult looks a lot like Raiders, and I kind of feel like they use the Cult of Mothman kind of as a replacement for the Children of Adam. Hey, there we go. All right, hang on. Someone's shooting at me, and I want them to stop before I take my photo. Do I have another gun that I can use? Because this gun is, like, terrible, terrible. Oh shit, oh shit, oh! Also, I've been told I use VATS way too much, and I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm not a stupid boy who's like, oh, I never use VATS because I can do it myself. That's like boys who don't wear, like, sweatshirts or pants when it's really cold out because they want to prove something. And that's just another reason why I'm gay. Because men are ridiculous sometimes. Y'all, like, I love my best friend Jake, but, like, the rest of y'all, even Jake, you can be ridiculous. Now it's time to get out the big boy. Yes. Destroy. Did I just... Oh. Also, I'm a terrible shot. I'm a terrible aimer. I'm not good at aiming, okay? So I need VATS to help me with that. I'm gonna use VATS just to piss people off. Because y'all like to just, you know, ream me for stupid stuff. This girl doesn't know anything. I don't even, what is she even doing? Okay, can I take my photo now? Alright, we're gonna take a photo. Cool. Oh my god. Are these hoes gonna come out? Oh. They're locked inside. Great. Oh, I'm gonna die, dude. Let's yeet ourselves. Yeet! Because, like, honestly, I don't want to waste all of my freaking ammunition on these people. Like, right now I'm trying to find a better baseball bat, because somehow I lost my legendary one. Because the fact that I keep just wasting, you know, bullets after bullets on all of these creatures and people, because there are no low-level areas anymore! So it's not like you can just harvest, you know, junk anymore, but... Alright, so... Let's see. So we have a picture of the Mothman statue in the Mothman Museum. Look how cute he is. He's such a cutie patootie. Let's see, where else could we go? I know that there's like a Mothman... something or other. Up here, maybe. No. Oh, shoot. Lucky Hole Mine? Yes, Lucky Hole Mine has the Mothman cult as well. But it also has, like, Cthulhu stuff in it, and I'm wondering if they're going to, like, you know, delve into that in another expansion in the future. Just like they have all of these random vaults that are, like, sealed. Like, it makes sense lore-wise while you can't get into them. But other than that, like, why even put them on the map if you can't get into them, you know? Like, are you gonna open them eventually? Are you gonna do, like, a one-time thing like you did that with that one vault? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Alright, what else can we do? Yeah. Oh, okay. Another thing that I realized that I didn't mention, the last time we talked was now you don't need to consume food or drink, essentially. You're gonna have some eggs. You don't need to consume any food or drink because, okay, before you see the bar in the lower right corner. That's your food and water bar. If those weren't full and they were getting to be, like, low, it would actually damage your AP. I cannot go that way. Oops, okay. To the point where your action points would not either refresh as quickly or they just, you know, they would be lower, like half. Now, you literally don't have to drink or eat anything because it doesn't affect that anymore. Which is stupid. Like, that was the point. I guess they thought it was too hard or someone complained about it. But, like, okay, yes, I complained about it in the beginning, but only because it was so freaking hard to, like, find water in the beginning for me. And that's just because I was dumb. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. But to completely get rid of it is just so stupid. Like, okay, they didn't completely get rid of it. You're right. I'm being a little bit dramatic here. Instead of it affecting your action points, it just, like, removes, like, benefits on your stats. So, like, I'm well fed and fully hydrated, so I get plus 35% AP regeneration, 1 endurance, and disease resistance. So, like, yay. And that's why I need steel or aluminum or whatever.
I regret nothing.
Me either, bitch. Alright. Let's see where some of the other holotapes for cryptids are. Oh, you know what? I'm so stupid. I probably have them in my stash. Like, I probably have them either in here. Oh my god, it's gonna take me forever to go through all this stuff. Or I have it back in the stash. Oh, man. Alright. Order of Mysteries. No, that's something else. Just kidding. Psych evaluation. Sanjay. Survivor. You know what? Well, I have the Wendigo Cave. Let's listen to that one.
World is over. I think that's the first time I've said it out loud. It sounds strange. After the bombs hit, people kept looking to us for answers. And I tell them, don't worry, help is on the way. And it's clear to me now that there's nobody left. Winter's been brutal. It started a few weeks after the bombs hit and shows no sign of letting up. Well, maybe winter's all that's left now. I remember this cave from grade school. Kids called it the Wendigo Cave. I was scared of it then. Absolutely terrified. Now, it's the only thing keeping us alive. We'll stay here to survive the cold. And we'll get back out there. The men trust me to keep them alive. And I haven't let them down yet. Here's hoping that record holds.
I forgot about this. This is really creepy. Alright, what? You're all gone. You left us to rot, left us to soak up the radiation and die. You're sleeping soundly in your vaults, drinking gin and eating tea and cakes. Oh, fancy lad cakes. Wow, can't read. One day you'll find these things. These are the people you let die here. We hope you emerged to a hell worse than the one we died in. The one we will all die in soon enough. Wow! Oh my god, that's really depressing. Damn, that is dark. Alright, so that was a soldier's body I found in the Wendigo Cave, and his holotape that was on him. Obviously he did not make it out, poor guy. Rip. Rest in peace, sir. So now we're going to go back to my camp and see if I have in my stash any of the cryptid holotapes. Cryptid holotapes. Sorry, I was looking online to see if I can remember where I found them in the first place. Let's get some corn. Not that it freaking matters anymore, but whatever. Okay. Perfect.
I was hoping you would stop by.
Cryptid sighting, grafted monster. Let's do that one.
Beverly Solomon, cryptid analyst, 9/27/77. Grafted monster witness report. Well, this is from one of those spelunkers that roam the hills looking for abandoned mining claims. Can you imagine? Well, the classic 4-foot wide shoulders, headless profile, deep sonorous cry. They got a good glance at it. The witness didn't know what it was. The description is very clear. It came out when she started playing mouth harp, apparently. I'm gonna go out to look. Maybe that sound is the key.
Mouth harp? Is that the thing that goes boing, 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 boing? Hey, look at my doorbell. Yes. Yes. Look how spooky. It's so spooky. We love spooky. Alright. Cool. So, we talked about the Mothman, we talked about the Wendigo, we talked about the Grafton Monster. We can actually go to Grafton and look at the Grafton Monster if anyone is interested, because why the hell not? And then I think I'm going to wrap this up because I don't think anyone is watching, and that's okay. I mostly do this for myself anyways, because I enjoy it. We got Jabori, though. That was pretty cool. Thanks for joining, Jabori. I'm pretty sure you're not here anymore, but thank you so much for being here. And, yeah. So, I think this is a good brainstorming session for me, honestly. It helped me remember, obviously, the Mothman. And a couple other things we're going to talk about Fallout 76 is the updates that I talked about. In the last live stream that I did, I'm going to talk a little bit about the original, I guess, thoughts beforehand on this this game when it first came out. The massively multiplayer feature, the RPG feature, and probably the overall vibe of the Fallout feel. Alright, let's capture the Grafton Monster on.
Workers are planning an illegal protest here in Grafton. Ladies and gentlemen, I hereby deputize any and all armed citizens. This impending riot. Grafton Steel is a major contributor to my campaign.
That's not a Grafton Monster. But, like, I can feel it. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I crazy? Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, hey! Ouch. Oh my god. Both of you can go fuck off. Oh my god. It's not that I'm running from combat, I just really don't want to do this right now. I'm just looking for the Grafton Monster, for God's sake. What does this say? To those of who remain, many of us have lost things we once held dear. Oh my god. Oh my god, that scared me. Take that, you freak.
My leg!
That was your arm, but okay. Why are you just standing there?
Protest is getting out of hand. I'm sending in riot troops. Hope you don't mind a little friendly fire. Their enemy identification protocol might be dead.
Oh my god, I'm about to die! Bring out the big boy. Oh, that's not the big boy. Yeah, who said that, Bats was terrible? Can't remember. Wait, he has a sign? A protest sign? I forgot that I was doing an event. Oh my gosh, whatever. We're just gonna do the event, because I don't see the Grafton Monster anywhere. But we can still get another couple shots or so. Maybe some mid-action shots. There you are. get my minigun out. Who's shooting? You're shooting. This is strange. The super mutants are acting very strangely. Like they're not not story-wise, but like character-wise. Like I don't know why they keep like kneeling. I've never seen them do that before unless they're I don't know. I've never seen them do that before. Like I've never seen them kneel when they're hurt. Unless they're like a NPC that can't be killed. That's very strange. Alright, let me take a photo. Screenshot. Cool. Alrighty, well, the point of coming here was to see the Grafton monster, but, you know, this is why we can't have nice things. Alright, I give up. Alright, anyway, so thanks friends for joining me today. Let me know if you want me to do more in the future. Please like and comment if you can, even if you're seeing this later on. I would love for you to comment on it. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, over and out, friends.